Welcome back to the island. It's been a rainy couple days up here, but the island views are as beautiful as ever. Today marks the first week of being alone here at the island. My parents and my brother recently left, and I've been adjusting to my new life in the main family cabin. Today is also my 21st birthday. Well guys, that was my first attempt at making a rolled omelet. I've had them at restaurants before, and I was recently watching a show on Netflix called Street Food Asia, and that was on there quite often. So I decided to try and make it. I didn't have all the ingredients, but I did have the mirin and soy sauce. So that's what I used, and of course, being me, I added green onions. I'm not sure if that's a traditional thing to do or not, but I love green onions on basically everything. And my favorite part about green onions is as soon as you're done with them, you can just plop them in the ground outside and start growing your own. I think I had the temperature of the pan too high. It might be just because I was using cast iron as well. So if you're going to try that, then I'd probably look at a YouTube video, honestly. I only looked at the recipe while I was at the grocery store and bought what I could find, but I didn't actually see a video of it being made, so I just kind of went with it. It turned out all right. I'm definitely going to keep making this and, see if I can perfect it, but it tasted good, and that's all that matters, really. Along with my hot coffee, it's the perfect birthday breakfast, and I got to try something new as well. That was good. So good. Well, the rain somewhat stopped. It's still raining. It has been for the past week straight, and it looks like it's going to be for the next week as well. It's kind of, expected early spring up here. Usually it's pretty cold, which it was the past few days. We even had frost warnings some of the nights, but then we have a big, couple days or a week or two of storms and rain like this, and that brings the warm weather with it. So it's kind of annoying because this was kind of my time this week. I was planning on doing a lot of work on the cabin build, but with all this rain, it just hasn't been working out. And then, of course, my parents are in the States and my brother's traveling with the Expedition Overland team. So I'm completely alone up here. It's been about 5 days since I dropped my brother off at the airport. and he'll be flying to Toronto and then to Montana to meet up with the Expedition Overland guys. He's going on another XO trip, which is amazing. But that means that I'm going to be up here at the island completely alone because my parents left last Sunday down into the States to head over to Overland Expo. And yeah, I'm going to be up here for the next, month and a bit completely alone. And then my parents and my brother will come back here for like a week or something, and then they'll be gone again and I'll be alone again. So I need to make sure that I have everything I need to be fully self-sufficient up here by myself. I need a new propane, and I need to go grocery shopping while I'm in town and just make sure I have everything, because on top of the usual chores, now that I'm fully healed, I can get back to my normal stuff. On top of doing all my video stuff and building the cabin and just maintaining the island, I'm also going to be maintaining the family cabin, making sure all the power to the freezers and stuff are still good and the propane to the fridge so that we don't lose any food. And of course, just a lot more cooking and laundry and all that stuff that would usually be spread apart to the four of us is now just going to be on me. So it's going to be a busy while up here, but I'm really looking forward to it. And I think we got this. Well, we're not off to the best start. Got all the way there and realized I forgot the keys. I really got to get Peter to his flight before it leaves. Heading out for a month and a half or so. Just about to get the flight to Toronto and then on to somewhere pretty cool. I think it'll be getting revealed pretty soon, maybe at Expo West. You can look at Epic Family Road Trip for that, or X Overland, where we'll be going. In any case, it's gonna be a lot of fun, but I miss Lando, his parents, and the island. Of course, it's the best time of year to be up north. Gorgeous weather and all that, but this is gonna be a lot of fun. So Dan will be up there by himself though, and I'm sure he'll actually enjoy that. See ya. Oh, hey, wait, do it. Alrighty. Well, there goes Pete. Gonna miss having him around, but I know he's gonna go on a fun adventure, so happy for him. I gotta head into town. Pretty far drive to the airport here from the island, so I don't have too much time to get all the shopping I need to get done, but I'm just trying to go through meals in my head right now, because it's got to be stuff that's obviously good and nutritious, but also stuff that I'm able to cook. Even though I'm not bad at cooking, or at least I don't think I'm too bad at cooking, I'm still not my mom, who is an excellent cook. So since I'm going to be making every meal for myself from now on, kind of want to work myself into it. Don't, buy too many overcomplicated things. Just some nice simple meals, and then every once in a while get something that's a little more special. I also, need stuff in my budget, because there's a lot more to take care of nowadays at the main cabin instead of my little one, which barely takes any energy or propane or anything. So the big cabin's about 5 times as much. Gonna miss Pete, but I'm also kind of looking forward to this. I love having the family up, but being by myself, testing my skills and self-reliance and all that stuff is also pretty exciting. So we'll see how I do. First stop is probably going to be Walmart or Costco, depending on which one's closer. Well, the traffic is absolutely crazy, but I made it to the Walmart finally. It took a long time to get here. I've never seen this much traffic in this little city here, so hopefully I can get my food and get out of here pretty quick, because I still have to bring that propane over and reset the propane and stuff. So I'll just run in, grab what I need, and get out. And during that time, I've just been, getting used to my new living area and living on my own. I moved out of my cabin here, the workshop, into the family cabin so I can take care of it while the rest of the family's gone, because that's where like all of the batteries for the power on this island and the freezer with all the food and fridges and all that stuff are. And of course, Lando, our dog, is staying with me as well. So it just makes more sense for me to stay over there so I can keep an eye on everything. But that's proven to be a lot of work. With a family of 4 up here, there's a lot of jobs that, you know, everyone handles and everyone does their share and kind of work as a team to get all the daily chores done. But now that it's just me, I have to do all of those, and you know, I'm getting used to it now. It just takes a bit of adjustment, you know. And it's a lot of fun though. I'm really enjoying myself so far. Right now, during this little break in the rain, at least it's not downpouring, I'm just checking on the solar panels because we haven't been getting too much power from these recently due to the rain, but apparently it's supposed to clear up a little bit near the nighttime, and I'm really hoping that we can get a nice sunset if that happens. Well, the solar panel's looking good. I just checked the power box and everything looks fine, which is great. I'm gonna go check out the batteries next and the freezer, because we don't really have to worry about the freezer too much. It never really goes out. It's all powered by, you know, electricity. It's not a propane one. So as long as we've got power to the batteries, then they should be fine. Every once in a while, just due to the off-grid system here, the little, what do you call those? The fuse will break. And it's really hard to notice when that happens. And if you don't check it regularly, and it does happen, then I could lose 90% of the food I have up here. Well, we got some good percentages in from the generator running for a little bit. I've shown you guys the power system up here before, and there's a great video on my family's channel, the Epic Family Road Trip, that goes into all this stuff. I'm not really good with the models and numbers, so if you want to know more about it, you can go check it out there. As you guys know, we were running off of these 6 lithium-ion batteries since we first installed this, and it was working great. But recently, we also got 6 more lithium-ion batteries, which is just going to be crazy. We haven't had the chance to set it up yet, and I don't really have the know-how to do that myself. But once we do get these hooked up to the system, we'll have double the power storage that we had before. And we already were able to run for about 2 to 3 days without having to run a generator, even when it was cloudy out. So having all this extra battery space will just be such an improvement, like quality of life thing. I checked the freezer and everything looks good. Just big old freezer, still got tons and tons of food. Like I was saying, 90% of the food that we have up here, our food storage, is this freezer. We've got tons of meat, rice, and all kinds of things. And it kind of feels like my own personal grocery store. Every time I'm wondering what I'm going to make for dinner, I can just open up the freezer and it's got all kinds of things inside of it. But yeah, looks like the rain's picking up again. I'm going to head back inside. Lando's been doing good like usual. He doesn't really like the rain, but Lando, come here. Because he's not much of a water dog, which is surprising for a dog that loves the island and the lake so much. He just doesn't really like getting wet, so he's been staying inside, and he's got a lot of pent-up energy right now. But hopefully, once the rain stops, we can go for a nice, big, long walk. How about that? Yeah? He's also kind of missing his mom right now, my mom. She's his favorite person, so he's really missing her, but we're still gonna have fun together, aren't we? What a good boy. There you are. Lando's great company up here. He's just such a fun and energetic dog. He was feeling pretty sick a while ago, but he's all better now, which is good. It's good to see him back at his normal pace, except it is spring, so he's shedding his winter coat, so I'm constantly sweeping around the house. You're just one big mess, aren't you, buddy? this is a very nice surprise. My friends from the marina, Chris and Kendrick, stopped by for a little bit to wish me a happy birthday and kind of gave me this goodie bag. And it's got tons of awesome stuff. They gave me some drinks, of course some eggs. Kendra has a whole bunch of chickens there, and I always try and get fresh eggs whenever I can. And they're actually really cool because some of them, yeah, like this one, some of them come blue, which I didn't really know that was a thing. But they're just the best eggs, way better than the store-bought ones. Oh, no way. She also gave me some of her muffins, which are always delicious. I'm definitely going to have some of these with tea later. Some candy and snacks. Wow, even a t-shirt. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Really nice seeing you guys, having you stop by. Man, what awesome neighbors here on the lake. Well, even though it's still raining, I have a little bit of hope. I'm not sure if you can see out there, but it's getting kind of bright. Ooh, water's getting down my neck. It's getting a little bit brighter. Hopefully it keeps clearing up over there. I'd love to see some sky for once. Super weird. A week straight of rain. Never seen that before. And it's not even like little bits of rain. It's like downpouring rain almost all day, all night for the past week. But it is what it is. I think I'm going to get a fire going. It's not cold by any means, but it's a little bit chilly. So I'll get a fire going, maybe make a tea, and then it'll be time for what I've been looking forward to most on this birthday of mine. Well, I think this is what I was looking forward to the most today. Is just sitting down and relaxing with a nice cup of tea, a little piece of dark chocolate, and gonna read a book for a bit. I'm not much of a reader. I've always liked reading, but I don't do it too very often, so whenever I get the chance, it's always nice. Today, I got The Great Escape, which is an incredible story. It's one of my favorite movies. There's an old movie about this story with Steve McQueen that's an absolute classic, and it's one of my favorite movies since I was a kid. But I've never actually read the book, and fortunately, I was able to find this one in the old library here on the island, and it's an old book. It's even got some writing on the inside from all of my uncles, and it just says to the Van Stralen boys. So that's pretty cool. I'm not sure when they would have received this, but it's pretty cool that they all would have read it when they were younger, and now I get to as well. This chair as well, we've had ever since I was born. It's a very nice old leather chair my dad used to sit in at our house, and then it moved here. And we've always called it the throne, kind of as a joke. It's just, I don't know what it is about this chair, but it is the comfiest chair I have ever sat in. So just sitting here with a tea and a book on a cold, rainy day on my birthday is pretty special. I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy this while the fire gets going, and then pretty soon I guess we'll start working on some dinner. I gotta say that a blowtorch is probably one of the best purchases you could ever make in your life. We just got this one fairly recently, and it's made such a big difference with lighting fires up here. Usually, we just use your typical lighter, and You know, you split some kindling, you get some tinder of some kind, and then you slowly build up a fire. With this, you can literally just blowtorch logs, and in not that long, it'll start a fire, which is really nice, especially right now with how the weather is. You know, like it took me a bit of time to find some dry pieces, and I didn't have much, and I couldn't really split it in kindling without getting soaking wet. So I just threw the logs in full with a bit of cardboard, put the blowtorch on it. Already got a good fire going. Hopefully it'll heat up pretty soon, and it looks like that blue sky I was talking about kind of arrived, so we should be able to see a beautiful sunset here pretty soon. But while we're waiting for that, I'm going to start working on dinner. And tonight, I think I'm going to go with some Alfredo, chicken Alfredo, because it's pretty easy to make and it's absolutely delicious. Definitely one of my favorite meals. But if you watched last week's video, you would have seen that I made chicken katsu with rice. And I fried the chicken and it turned out so well. I think I'm going to do it in the same style and then just put it over top of the Alfredo. It sounds delicious in my head. We'll see if I can actually pull it off. I should be done with dinner right around when the sun is setting. So long since I played one of those. Oh, that was always the funnest back in the day. Chicken breast is breading so nicely. Oh, this chicken is so crunchy. Crispy. Oh yeah, it's perfect. The Alfredo turned out great. I actually got a phone call during the process of making it from one of my friends, and we just kind of talked for hours while I was cooking and a little bit after. But it was really great to talk to them, and thank you all for your birthday well wishes and stuff. I really appreciate hearing from you guys, and I'm glad I could share this day with you all. My mom wanted to make sure that I had some cake for my birthday, so she actually left me some tiramisu, which is one of my favorites, in the freezer. I didn't know it was there until she told me today, so that's super nice. So I'm gonna have a little piece of this, probably continue reading the book, and then maybe throw on a movie. This was kind of an interesting video just because, I couldn't really do much this week. It's been raining more than I've ever seen it before up here. But in all honesty, that's been kind of nice. Like, it's just been very cozy. It's helped me adapt to living over here and kind of get into the routine of taking care of this place while still doing all my own stuff. and I think I got it down now. I'm definitely gonna have to go in for groceries pretty soon. Um, I think I underestimated how much I eat in a day, and I also need to get some more gasoline for the generator just in case it keeps raining like it is. The weather looks like it should be looking up pretty soon, which is nice. I'm definitely looking forward to working on the cabin and just soaking up the sunshine. It's been way too long, so I'll actually be able to get my motorcycle license issued to me. I already did the course like you guys saw in the earlier videos, but it's got a month-long waiting period before it actually goes into effect, which should be coming around soon. So yeah, there's lots of big things going on right now. It's been great to have this chill time and just spend my birthday here in the cabin. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, even though there wasn't much going on. Like I said earlier, if you enjoy the cooking up here, then please let me know, because I enjoyed a lot, and I think it'd be kind of fun to show you guys every once in a while the different recipes I'm working on and trying out. It's going to be a big change living up here alone, especially when it comes to working on the cabin. Usually when there's a more difficult project or something really heavy to lift, then I'd be able to get one of my family members, either my brother or my dad, to come help me carry it. But now I'm going to have to figure out how to do that all on my own, which is definitely going to be a big learning experience for me. But I look forward to all of it, and I look forward to sharing it with you guys. As always, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all your comments on YouTube and your support everywhere else. As always, a special thank you to those of you who have subscribed to my Patreon channel. Your support really means a lot, and it helps me to be able to keep doing what I love doing and bringing you guys new videos each week. And as always, I will see you guys for another adventure next time.